My snake is currently in its enclosure. It's right there. Can you see it calling about? He's a very nice snake, but he's just shy sometimes. He's a bit shy. Whereas my boa, let me check on how is my boa constrictor doing. I think he's doing okay. I might try and take him out just because I don't really do it. I'm gonna see. If Mr. Snake escape, he'll eat you. No, he won't. He's my perfect pansexual python Peter. Percy the pansexual python. Yeah. Yes, Heinrich Hertz. Wow, very astute observation there. How could you tell? Was I not radiating that top energy? I'll do this here actually. I'm gonna go and get my snake quickly. So, oh my god, there's so much plastic everywhere. Oh my god, too much plastic. Cool. Can I get this? Can you allow me to have this? Oh my god, you bitch. Oh yeah, no, cool, I got it. So let's see if I can actually get this big. What the fuck did you do, you fucking idiot? Oh, you're fucking joking me. Oh, this snake is fucking pissing me off. He just took a massive shit in his fucking water bowl. This snake wants to die. This snake wants to die. He just shit all in his water bowl. My dog died of a serious illness. I'm very sorry. Ouch. Wow. Gross. Snakes are amazing. Sick stream. What do you mean sick as in yo? Or do you mean sick as in hygiene? I'm just trying to coerce my boa constrictor out of their thing. It's a shame about that guy's dog though. Shame about that guy's dog. Hi, snake. Did you want to come out? Oh my god, you fucking idiot. You're so cold. Why are you so cold? Do you choose to be this cold? This snake is so cold. Do you see the snake? They're like so cold, honestly. So cold. Who that was while I was out? Harvey, are you fucking joking? Because that's fucking depressing. Why are you talking like that? Because of my voice, Mr. Jock person. Mr. Jockonk. I will give my Pinocchio diaper you. What the fuck does that mean? Okay. What's your favourite colour? My favourite colour is snake. That's what my favourite colour is. Yeah, this is a snake. Look, it's a red-tailed boa constrictor. Very dangerous snake. Not to be taken lightly. Do you like cheese? If so, what is your favourite kind of cheese? Cheddar cheese. That is my favourite kind of cheese. Don't you dare fucking eat me. I will fucking break you, Mr. Snake. Don't you dare fucking eat me. Don't you dare poo on my instructions. I'm going to have to give you some more heat mats because this guy is so cold, honestly. He's so cold. Hey, if you like snakes, then like the live or something. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't think I will, Roms. I do not think I will. Because that wouldn't be very terms of service of me. Whoa. You're actually so cold. You need to warm up. Oh my god. This guy's actually pretty alright though. Seconded. Time to take stock. How can we see? It's a snake. It's a snake. How can we? I have no idea what to say. This is YouTube. This is an OnlyFans, so only she or he is so cute. Thank you. Not how. Thank you. It's a she. He's just licking. Look at how he's licking. He's like a dragon. Do you see them? They're like literal dragons. You look at snakes and they're like dragons. That's a man. No, it's a snake accidentally. What? Who gets accidentally circumcised? Jesus Christ. Anyway, and only 2 likes. I know. It's a shame. 26 people and only 2 likes for this a snake that could kill me. This snake could bite me and kill me with the bacteria in his gums. But no, I only get 2 likes. How do you know it's a girl snake? Well, because it was sexed. This snake was sexed when they gave it to me. You see a snake, the problem with snakes is their sexual organs are on the inside. So when you look at a snake, you can't go, oh, that snake has tits. You can't do that because they're not mammals. Snakes do not have tits. They do not have other things. It's on the inside of them. So, you know, it's like, you know, that's how you tell between male and female snakes. It takes a snake expert to tell. So, yeah, they have to actually look at it and just like, it's like slightly on the inside of like their tail bit. You can kind of tell based on their tail shape, but even then it's not that accurate. Just like, oh, this is a very long and thin tail. This must be a female. Whereas a thick, stocky tail that comes to an abrupt halt is a male. But it's quite hard to tell though. There's not a lot of sexual cues in snakes. You can't really tell a lot of the time. Makes more sense, I know. This snake says, can you like the live, please? This snake's begging for you to like the live, bomb, demon, Bob, use man. You're not scared of it? No. I used to be afraid of snakes. Then I started having a bunch of mice in my freezer, and then I wasn't afraid of snakes. Wait. Okay, then I got a snake, and I had to start... I didn't just have mice in my freezer for the shit joy of it. No one gets mice in their freezer just because they fucking like mice in their freezer, no. But yeah, my family didn't like it though. I had to put an entire fucking drawer of fucking rats in my freezer. And my family went, I can't put ice cream in there now. And I'm like, well, I'm fucking sorry, but this guy has to eat. Like, what do you expect him to eat? Fudge cake? I don't think so. No. But yeah, I mean, other than like when you watch a snake eat, they're actually pretty cool though. Like, do you get it? I have pet rats. I'm sorry, Nat High, that you have pet rats. If it makes any consolation, this snake is not fed any live prey because that is inhumane. Inhumane. They're fed frozen, thawed, warmed up at room temperature meals. So, yeah, anyway, you have a question. Shoot, what is your question? It's a man. I don't know how you can tell that from here. This snake does not look... I mean, if I was to ask you, what does this snake look? Would you say male or female? Be honest. Like, I just don't think you can tell from there. I mean, you can tell it has a lovely pattern and stuff. Has a snake ever bit you? 3 times. 3 times. This snake has bit me. 3 times. I try just to not bother about it because, you know, why bother about it? Because they're just going to bite me again. I can tell that you're a man dressed as a woman. Well, I can tell that you're a piece of shit dressed as a man. Ha! I'm very drunk right now. What kind of snake is it? Well, it's a red-tailed boa constrictor. You can tell by the way that the tail wrapped around my... Do you see this? See my thumb? It's red. This is a red-tailed boa constrictor. No, I do not have that, Rums. No. Whoa! Jesus fucking Christ, do not bite my lips. This guy is trying to inject my lips with fucking venom. Ugh, Jesus Christ, Mr. Snake, what are you doing? Anyway. Thanks, Swiggy. No, wait, who was I saying? Okay, thank you. No, not Swiggy. Brokenness, blah, 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 you're projecting. What are you talking about? Yes, this snake is a male. This is a male red-tailed boa constrictor. Amazing snake experts. Superb. So cool. But yeah. I mean, sometimes it just wraps itself around your neck just because it can. You're really sweet. Don't care about the trolls. Thank you, Essex Phobia Exposed. Thank you. It's amazing. Dude, aren't we all? Says DP503. Good. Just a couple of dudes with snakes or something. So venom's not an issue. No, these snakes don't have venom. These are not venomous snakes. They do not have fangs. So red-tailed boa constrictors do not have any venom. What is the longest snake? The longest snake in the world is not the Burmese python. The green anaconda is, I think, the largest snake in the world. I'm internet jailbreaker, even like, right, well, I have no idea what that even means. I don't know about snakes. May or not be male. I'm wrong or something. It's really hard to tell with snakes. The choker is hiding the Adam's apple. No, the choker is hiding the Adam's orange. You have an Adam's apple. I have an Adam's orange. It's different. Different things. It's a different kind of fruit. Oh my god. This snake is so strong. It's just gripping the table right now. Jesus Christ, honestly. Thanks, Talk Younger. Thank you. Why can't all of my commenters be like you and not total assholes? What's the craziest conspiracy theory you believe in? Well, I would have said that, a bunch of hardcore nonces run our government, but that's proven. It's proven. I mean, look at Trump in the fucking America going to Epstein's Island all the time. Look at Prince Andrew doing the same thing. I mean, a bunch of nonsense. Yeah. In an ideal world, they'd just be fucking put against the wall, but no. They live in castles because they're rich. It's a really bad habit. What's a bad habit? There are 2 snakes. There's 1 snake, and then there's 3 other snakes behind me. I have 4 snakes, 4 of them. So, what kind of snake is he? He looks like one that has a pattern that's like I haven't seen him before. Well, this is a red-tailed boa constrictor. That's who he is. Green anaconda is the largest snake. That's what I said, over 9 meters. See, I know my snakes, guys. I know my snakes. Anyway, reminds me of protagonist in A Clockwork Orange with you. How do I remind you of that guy? First of all, that guy was a rapist pig in A Clockwork Orange. Like, how can you compare me to, like, that guy or something? I don't get it. Watch, like, A Clockwork Orange. It's a freaking horror fest. It's this guy who's, like, obviously, like, mentally disturbed or something, and then he gets even more mentally disturbed, and then he's just fucking hero of the government for some reason. I like the tune, though. It's like, dun, 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 bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum. It's quite a good tune in that movie. Can we see the others? A lot of them are currently sleeping. Snakes are nocturnal animals. They're nocturnal, which means that they sleep during the day and they're, at night. Owain of Pennytree has the most impressive snake. Is that the guy? Is that from Duncan the Tall, Guy Incognito? Because I saw that new Duncan and Egg Game of Thrones series. Guys, if you like Game of Thrones, watch the new Game of Thrones series. I promise it's not as shit as Game of Thrones Season 8. I promise. It's actually looking pretty good. I like Egg, and I also like Duncan. He's such a sympathetic, like, protagonist. But yeah, you should see it. It's on HBO. I mean, I don't watch it on HBO. I can get around it. I watch it for free. But, if you have HBO. Do we have red tails or have his pattern? Not all the time. But by the way, look at his face. Doesn't his face look like a dinosaur? Look at this snake's face. Look at this. Real horror show. Nothing like him. Just of the snake. Amazing look you got going. Thank you. Thanks, Sam. But yeah, this is a pretty... Yeah, Clockwork Orange is a crazy film. Have you got any venomous snakes? No, because I don't want to die, Lee. I don't want to die. By the way, look at this guy. Doesn't he look like a dragon? If you was to go oh my god, what does a dragon look like? It would be this guy. Look at this guy. Fucking dragon, mate. Honestly. He's so powerful as well. He's so powerful. I'm just slowly gripping him. Hey, Mr. Guy. Calm down. Don't bite me, please. Please do not bite me. Don't bite me. You're a very cool little guy. Hi, Mr. Snake. Hi. Hello. Oh, you're so cute. This is a snake. Gorgeous. You're drag queen or trans? Genuine question. I'm trans. I'm trans too. We should be trans together. I always am so delighted when I see another sister. Were you ever bitten by a snake? I was bitten by this snake 3 times. I was I was freaking bitten by a lot of snakes. I'm like Steve Irwin. I'm just like, good day, mate. Today we're going to be learning about this wallaby, this barker, this that, you know. And I was just bit a bunch of times. I wasn't stung by a stingray though, so you know. $8,383 donated for the snake. I don't see any money. Where's my money? That meant promises you can't keep. Just like, yes. No. I refuse your money. Don't donate to me. I make no money from YouTube. I just do this for the shit joy of it. For the shit joy of it. But yeah, no, I don't make any money on YouTube. Because I'm not family friendly. And YouTube is a family friendly platform. Quick question, why do you have a snake on your hand? Because why don't you have a snake on your hand? I could ask you the same question, DJ Georgine. Your hand is looking very snakeless right now. Snakeless? Why don't you get a snake necklace and put it on your hands? Like, what's the big deal? Just get a snake, pick it up, and just hold it. Because, I don't know, snakes are cool. Yes, queen. I'm transmasculine, but I love drag because of my femme facial shape. Well, I was a drag queen before being drag was even cool. Seriously, queen. Honestly. I was just like... And I just decided, oh, I want to do this every single day of my life. So then... Exaggerate. Anyway, snake bite the drink. Yeah, snake bite the drink. That is, You're so scared, Robert, because this is an actual snake that could kill me. But, yeah. Lost half my face. Ended up with a 4th most expensive healthcare claim in the world. What the fuck? I hope you're okay. What, you almost died. Wow. I almost died. But, you know, that's why I try not to be bitten. The key when handling a snake is to be very, very calm. Very, very calm. Respect the animal and it will respect you. I'm stroking you now. I'm not a threat. I'm not dangerous. I'm stroking you. Please don't bite me. Pay attention to me. I'm stroking you. Calm down. Don't bite me. I'm not a threat. I'm not going to kill you. You're fine. Everything's okay. I'm the snake whisperer. I can just say things and my snake will be like, yeah, sure. Yeah, this is Percy, the pansexual python. Anyway, is that a wig? No, it's a snake. I mean, there's a pretty big difference between a snake and a wig. But yeah, this is a snake. This is a wig. Now you know. I'm not going to dye my hair pink because I've already damaged my hair. Have you guys dyed your hair? Because I have. And it damages your hair. Dye your hair and believe me, you will not have any hair left. But I have plenty of hair though because I stopped dyeing my hair. Because I woke up, I was just like, this wig actually looks better than my hair. Why don't I just get the wig and not even bother dyeing my hair? So that's what I did. Because I'm smart. Imagine trying to calm it, talking to the snake and it jumps and bites you. Stop tempting fate. You're going to fucking provoke it. You're going to fucking provoke it. Stop it. I have and regret it. Yes, I mean, that's understandable, Stella, though. But, yeah, I mean, having like 4 snakes, you're going to get bit a bunch of times. I have 4 snakes, 4 of them. I have Percy the python. I have, wait, why did I just put my middle finger up at you? I have Percy the python, Vespa that, no, I've Coco the corn snake, Charlie the corn snake, and Benji the boa constrictor. And those are the 4 snakes that I have. There's 4 of them. 4 snakes. But yeah, you don't have 4 snakes without being bitten a whole bunch of times. So yeah, I dyed my hair in boarding school and nearly got suspended. Seriously, going to Kinnear, I can understand that. I don't know, like, what your bastard headmaster was doing though, seriously. It's like, oh, they did it here, they need to be suspended because I'm the headmaster and I'm in a position of authority. Yes. No. I don't really, no, who likes their head teachers? In my opinion, there are, like, no good head teachers. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was just me, but all my head teachers growing up were just like really stern, freaking militaristic, just like, I am the head teacher, I know you will respect me, otherwise I will put you up against a wall. Firing squad for that student because they put some graffiti on the bathroom door or something. No. Anyway, should I gonna go or does it mean something else? Carl, you asked me that. Look at what I have in front of me. Boop. It's a Lego boat. But let me take it closer. What country are you from? I'm from the UK, a country where everyone's very racist and no one has any money. I can't believe that Reform UK is set to win the next election. Let me tell you about Reform UK. Reform UK is for people who are mentally ill. They actually believe in some guy called Nigel Farage. And he's the biggest, fattest liar, idiot, racist, anti-immigrant piece of shit ever. But, you know, a bunch of people vote for him because they're just idiots. So, yeah. Don't move to the UK, is what I'm saying. And, like, you know, he has, like, no opposition. Labour's, like, leading the government, and they're just, like, they're freaking spineless cowards. Spineless. That's why I'm voting for the Green Party in the next election. If you live in the UK, do not vote for Labour. Vote for the Green Party in the next election. Because the Green Party is better. Anyway. 6-7. I already said that. Stop trying to fucking rain on my parade. You should vote for the Green Party 6-7 because 6-7, the Green Party want to increase the minimum wage 6-7, and that will make your life better 6-7, even though you're not working minimum wage 6-7, because that will increase the wage for everyone. But yeah, if you want to send the billionaires to the guillotine, you need to vote for the Green Party. There is no other way. Labour's not going to do shit. King Nigel, he will make the UK safe again. Edward Richtofen, what the fuck are you even talking about? I just don't know what you mean. You're very dumb if you believe that, but I have to assume that you're being very, 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 very sarcastic. Zach Polanski is cool. Is that the guy who's in charge of the Green Party? Because I love him. Vote for the Green Party. Cool boat. Lego is so expensive. But no, this is £30. I got this massive boat for £30. I don't pay Lego prices. I got this on AliExpress. Thanks for saying 6-7. Yeah, I know. I say that because everyone's attention span is so shit. That would take me 72,062 and 62 years to build. You must build like a piece every single 100 years then, Jude. This is only 800 pieces. You must build a piece every fucking million years if you're doing that. That's like crazy. No, it's not going to take you that long. I think you're being very hyperbolic, mate. So it's worth 160 easy. That's the still. Yeah, Max Powers. This is, Max, I love that name. Fucking Homer Simpson. I'm going to change my name. Max Powers. If you're going to change your name, change it to Max Powers, okay? Anyway, the fucking state of it. Yeah, but I got this from China. I could have bought it from Denmark. Lego charges £150 for this set. And I'm like, no, I will pay £30. So I paid £30 for a set that's worth 150 because I don't know. I got it from China. Well, Mr. Bananas, I think that your username's, Bahamas. I thought it was Mr. Bananas. It's like, I go ape. I love bananas. No. It's Bahamas. Is it Bahamas Islands or is it part of Haiti? I'm not sure. Is that near the Virgin Islands? I've never been there. I want to go because it's really hot. I love going somewhere that's hot. But yeah. Anyway, Mr. Bananas, I disagree with you. Same product, cheaper price. Because it's made in China. Ta-da, America. Oh, wow. It must be the bad luck then. Well, what are you doing, little guy? Hello? Hello, Mr. Snake. This guy is just too cute. I just cannot get over this guy. He's just too cute, honestly. But yeah. This is a snake. He's pretty cute. Oh, you're so cute. Excuse me. Why is there no comments? Is no one typing in the comments anymore? Did I not get it? Type in the comments, please. James is... Okay, hi James. At least I know that the comments are working now, so that's pretty good. Whoa, oh my god. Whoa, oh my god. Jesus. No, it's a snake. Guess again. No shit. What can I do to help? I don't know, just read a book or something. Don't burden me with the responsibility of educating you. It's incredibly exhausting. I'm sorry, Socko. I was just trying to be a better person. Why do you rich fucking white people always insist on seeing every socio-political conflict through the myopic lens of your own self-actualization? This isn't about you. So either get with it or get out of the fucking way. Man, I love Bo Burnham. OMG, you're back. All the cool people gone. I know, so they just left out of nowhere. Radical weaving. I've no idea why though. You look like an NPC from GTA 6. Give me more credit. I have a freaking snake. How many NPCs have freaking snake arms? I'm waiting. Please answer me. Yes, MJ Holly. 2904. Yes. Yes, yes. 1,000 times yes. Your Barrett is very cute. I know. He looks like a dragon. Look at how much dragon he looks. So this is where dragons evolved from. There used to be dragons. There's not anymore. But you can clearly see how they evolved. Nothing is shocking anymore and that's scary. I know, seriously. They're just murdering innocent people in America. ISIS. There is the Waffen SS, the Gestapo in America, and it's called ICE. And they're just murdering innocent civilians in American streets. And no one does anything because, you know, Mr. Nonce President, Mr. I go to Epstein's Island and was personal friends with him, doesn't want to do shit. So, yeah. Anyway, man. In like 100 years, that guy's going to be remembered as nothing but that guy who went to like Epstein's Island a whole bunch of times. Seriously. It's ridiculous. Little St. James. As far as I'm concerned, every single person, every single celebrity, every single rich fuck that went to that private island should be freaking put against a wall, okay? Like, you know, as long as they weren't like victims or something. Man with wig. No. W-O with wig. Woman. Womb. Woman with wig. Are you a dude? No, I'm a snake. This is Percy, the pansexual python. It's very cute though. Look at him. He's got such a cute little face. He's got a laughless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eye. I know. This isn't actually Percy. Percy's over there. Do you see that snake moving around in the distance? That's Percy. This is a boa constrictor. It's a red-tailed boa constrictor. It's very dangerous. But Percy sounded better for the point I was making. I see you caught up on it. Whoa, this is actually a thick boy. It's so thick, honestly. Why are you so thick? My anaconda don't want none unless you've got Burns hand. I know that song as well. Mental. I know you are, but what am I? Can you even fit that? No. Spam and you will just be banned. So. Your tail is freaking cutting me. What is your tail made out of? Vibranium. Jesus, this guy's tail is so sharp. It's like he's got a knife on the end of his tail. A freaking knife even. How is your tail that sharp? His tail is so sharp. Oh my god. No shit, Holly. You're British, right? I'm very British. The Might Sparrow. I'm so British. I have tea with my invasion of freaking Africa. The British Empire was bad, okay? But we weren't taught that in school. We were taught about freaking, you know, anything else but the British Empire. We should have been taught more about that. Sup, girl? Sup? Garlic. Do a backflip. I can't do a backflip. I do not have the skeletal muscles. If I did a backflip, I would break my neck, my arms, my legs, my ribs. I'm not doing it. So yeah. It's the same person saying it. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to do it myself. Man, oh my god, stop moving. Okay, cool. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Boop, cool. Disappeared, cool. Donnie, absolutely fabulous, thank you, the Night Sparrow. I just had to ban someone who disagreed. But you know, they're ancient history. I've already thought about them. What was their name even? I forget. How would I say it? Wild Garlic Neeson. This guy is actually... Are those the instructions for Lego City Arctic ship? Oh my god, Oogle Boogle. You are in for a freaking surprise, mate, because I actually have that right in front of me. Look at this. Oh my god. I just broke the helicopter blade. But would you look at this? And this snake is 3 years old. Ta-da! It's the Lego Arctic ship. He's pretty cool. Like the live if you like Lego. Like it. Like the live. Are you man? No. I know you are mine. Cool. You little tanks with Lego, but you want to be a Barbie girl, I don't understand. You like tanks and Legos, but want to be Barbie girl, I don't understand. You can like, but they're not mutually exclusive. You can like tanks and Lego and about, you can like all three at the same time. I don't get it. Are you saying that, oh, you like that, so you must be completely different? No. Oh my god, stop trying to call on my makeup. You're not supposed to put the orca on the crane. But I thought I'd do it like Jaws. I thought I'd do it like they caught the orca. This is like a whaling ship. This is no longer an explorer ship. This is a cruel, ancient, 100-year-old banned ass trade. They're fishing for whales. They're hunting whales. They're killing whales. Yeah, so basically what they do is they hoist the whale onto this whaling ship and then they kill it and then they string it up and then they harvest its blubber and use it to make perfumes or stuff, or whatever the shit they make out of whales. I don't know. No, it's just straight. Talk about Stranger Things. Stranger Things season 5 was so shit. Such a fucking disappointment. So shit. Lego made a good Lego set out of it, but Stranger Things season 5, so shit. Yes, the boat does float. You want to be a little green army man, or... I don't know what shit you're even saying. I mean, you could be a Barbie... That's what I mean. Yeah. Barbie soldier. First of all, I don't want to be green. Green is not one of my colours. I mean, I have green eyes, but I wouldn't, like, paint myself green. So... Fave game. Probably COD Zombies. Like Call of Duty Origins. I think that's amazing. I'm pretty sure they make up with sperm whale, not blood. Yeah, because didn't they harvest the spermaceti? Because the reason that like sperm whales were called sperm whales is because they killed a sperm whale, they opened up its head and found a bunch of white shit, and they were like, oh, this is sperm, let's call it a sperm whale. But it wasn't actually sperm, it was spermaceti, which is an organ which vibrates and creates like echolocation. They can literally vibrate people to death because they can just put out powerful echoes from their head. It's crazy. Are you a vegan? No. I have a house with a blue window. Blue is the colour that I wear blue. The streets are all blue. The trees are all blue. Blue, 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 blue. I found that untrue. There are different colours in the world other than blue. Filled with knowledge. I'm filled with so much knowledge. It's killing me. Ambergris. I know, seriously, you look so AI. Would an AI do this? Kill them. Sick them. Bite their heads off. Teach... Okay, they're not actually going to do that. This snake never does what I want. By the way, how do I look AI? Do you think if I was AI, I'd be able to give myself better filters? If I was AI, would I choose to look like this? Or would I choose to look maybe a bit different? Like, pull your head in, calm down, and think about it. Whoa. By the way, people who subscribe to AI channels are shit. They're the scum of the earth. I fucking hate them. If you subscribe to an AI channel or you watch AI live streams, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Just like admit that you have a problem and just like ban it. AI all banned. What in the lefty is all going on here? I'm so far left, I'm spinning in circles, okay? I'm a libertarian socialist. I believe in socialism and freedom. Every single workplace should be a commune. Aldi, Tesco, Sainsbury's, all these big supermarket chains, they should be owned and operated by the workers. We do all the work, we put in all the effort. The owners don't do anything, they just sit back and own stuff on their private yachts, travelling to Little St. James. They're fucking scum. We need to like get rid of all the landlords, all of the owners, and just like take everything back into the hands of the people. That's what we need to do. Yeah. And sure, we might need to be a bit aggressive about it, but that's fine. Preach. Seriously, Emma, we need to do that. Seriously. We either do that or we let the frickin' nonces stay in charge. The Prince Andrews, the Trumps, the Jeffrey Epsteins. Are you going to let them run the world? I don't think so. Free Joe Exotic. I have no idea who that is. What, didn't he get in prison for like animal abuse or something? I mean, you know, I'm woke, but I'm not that woke. What was he even? Oh, it was attempted murder, wasn't it? I'm just thinking. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone that tries to kill someone should be in prison. I don't know. I'm just saying. Was he convicted? He must have been convicted. They must have had some pretty good evidence against him. This speaks to me. Heavy 20 calls missed from the landlord. Seriously, landlords are scum. They don't do anything. There's a reason that landlords are and will forever be the scum, the hate, the rats, the parasite of society. Jesus Christ himself said, it is harder for a landlord to pass through the eye of a needle. No, it is harder for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than it is for a landlord to enter heaven. I mean, they're just shit people. No, capitalism is good. You just got to get rid of Trump. That's such a liberal, whiny, just like, we can fix the system. No, it's institutional. It's institutional. Do you seriously think that things were better under Obama? Obama was such a fucking shit, neoliberalist, corrupt piece of shit that he gave us Trump. Seriously. If you think that being all liberal is going to save you, I've got a bridge to sell you, because that's not the answer. No, we're not going to free Joe Exotic. Calm down. Fair play. It's easier for a camel to pass. Yeah. I just don't like being represented by liberals. They're a bunch of fucking cowards. Like, look at Keir Starmer in the UK. Keir Starmer, who didn't want to get rid of the 2-child benefit cap, and who fucking, let's fund the military. Let's get rid of the immigrants. This is a Labour guy. He's sounding like a conservative. Every single fucking liberal fucking pans right because they think, we need to be in the centre, okay? No, there's a right position, you fucking coward. If you're in the way, get out of the fucking way. Get out of government. Fucking lock yourself in your house, because we need fucking aggressive action. Seriously, we don't need a bunch of whiny liberal bitches. We need socialism. Socialism. We need it now. We need it yesterday. We needed it a week ago, a year ago. We needed socialism 10 years ago, because we're all going to die in 50 years because the climate's going to fucking break. So yeah. You realise you're a man, right? I know you are, but what am I? Is the answer I will always do. God is real. God's not real. Shut up. Whiny bitch. But it thinks wine is... I have no idea what you mean. We need to be in the centre. No, you don't. Stand in the middle of the road. I know, seriously. It's so shit. It's such terrible logic, isn't it? Seriously. It's like, we need to move to the centre. That's where everyone is. That's where the people are. Meanwhile, you have fucking police arresting pro-Palestine protesters in London just for holding up a sign saying that kids shouldn't starve in Gaza. I mean, what the fuck is going on, seriously? They're killing people in prison. Those people are on a hunger strike, and they're going to fucking kill them because they're fucking married at the hip to Israel. First of all, Israel should be invaded. They should be invaded. They should be put under UN occupation. This is a country, they're basically Nazis. Israel is like Nazi Germany, seriously. They need to be invaded. They need to be fucking put in their place. They need to be fucking, totally re-educated to wash their brains of this genocide mindset. Seriously, it's ridiculous. God is real, there's more evidence for than against. What kind of evidence are you talking about, Callum? What about evolution? You're there with Dan Clown, bro. Do you not want to engage with my arguments or something? Think that looks feminine. Well, yeah, and so does everyone. Pink is a feminine colour. What are you talking about? You're not making any sense. Stupid. Talk all the shit, but won't suit up in boots and go invades. What, on my own? Are you fucking dumb or something? Yeah, because I just want to march right into the death camp that they're making for me. No. What the fuck are you? I could ask you the same question. There. What do you mean there? Yeah, they're committing a genocide and Is this news to anyone? They've been killing, like, they killed like hundreds of thousands of Palestinians because, like, you know, Hamas killed like a few thousand Israelis or something. Like, what the hell, seriously? Just like, oh, but they're using human shields. Well, the thing about human shields is you can't just shoot through the human shield. Like, seriously, just, oh, I just had to shoot through all of those fucking 2-year-olds because there was a Hamas behind them. That's not how it works. All right, Taylor. Oh shit, you got some mad boys in here. Yeah, they're pretty mad, seriously. They're pushing my buttons. Was an inside job as well, seriously. I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, there's enough food in the world for everyone, yet people are starving. It's because of these rich people. You go to third world countries, right? And what do you see in third world countries? The working class, the people who do everything, who build everything, they live in slums. Meanwhile, the people that own everything, who do nothing, live in mansions. I mean, what justice? Do you ever get Uber Eats? No, I don't. First of all, just because I like cooking my own meals. So, what side are you on for the Israel-Hamas war? I'm on no side. Both Israel and Hamas are terrorists. But I'm on the side that says, well, maybe you shouldn't commit a genocide and totally ethnically cleanse the Gaza Strip, you know? Anyway, are you Cornish by chance? No, I'm not Cornish. I'm not a Cornish game hen, so can we get your deepest voice? Just for shits and giggles. I mean, since you ask nicely. No, because I don't really have a deep voice. I could do a deep voice, but it'd sound cartoonish. I mean, I always speak in like a high feminine voice. So like me speaking in it'd be like if you was to put on like a really high feminine voice. That's how it would sound. Imagine you speaking in like a really high Israel not terrorists. Well, 90% of the people that they killed are civilians. So how do you define terrorist? I would call Hamas terrorists because they target civilians. Israel also targets civilians. I'm consistent. I'm not a hypocrite. So, you know, I call them as I see them. Anyway. Damn, you got me. I thought you were about to do it. I know, Christopher. You thought wrong. That terrarium is gorgeous. Thank you. It's glass. It has a bunch of snakes and caves in there. And a bunch of heat mats as well. And also a heat lamp. Took a long time to set up. They're a bitch to clean though. Not clean them. Is that how you spell it? I thought it's like Israeli with an I, not Y. Are you sure? It's not with a Y, is it? Are you really Israeli? Because that's not how you spell it. It's Israeli. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know. Or am I being stupid? Does it have isopods? Yes. That's not how you spell it. Well, if I was Israeli, I would protest about the Netanyahu government trying to conscript everyone into a pointless genocidal rampage. And also he's a really corrupt arsehole who got a bunch of hostages killed, so you know. If you support the hostages, you cannot support the Netanyahu, the regime, basically. Because the Israeli government killed more hostages than they rescued. Fact. So it's like, wow, they took a bunch of hostages into all these buildings. Let's bomb the buildings. Perfect, that will save them. Okay. Yeah. You like Jigo. I have no idea who Jigo is. Who is Jigo? Who is he? I don't know. But yeah, I'm currently fishing for killer whales. I don't know how to spell so good because I speak Hebrew more. Oh, okay, that's fine. But yeah, it's spelled with an I. But yeah. What's the relevance though? Do you just want to say that you're from the country? I mean, you know, if I was from the country, I hope that I'd have the courage to protest what's going on because, you know, there's such strong propaganda as well. Just like, honestly, we are fighting human animals. We must show no mercy and stuff. It's just like, this is not how a calm, collected government in the 21st century speaks. It's how Nazi Germany speaks. So, you know, just have to point out. It's an anime character. I don't really know shit about anime. I've seen like a bit, but can I see the snake? The snake is currently in my other hand. It's over here. I had to move it because I kind of put this boat in the way. We were fishing for killer whales with fishing poles. I know. Whoa! Bearded snake is pretty amazing. My baby. He's in the shape of an S, so Beard's a pretty cool snake. Do you know what Keep Izumers is? No, I do not. Please enlighten me. You're a knockoff player, Pink Lady Gaga. What do you mean knockoff? I'm original. Who am I knocking off personally? You think I'm knocking off Lady Gaga? No. I'm not even trying to be like Lady Gaga. I'm sorry, I didn't know I was a Lady Gaga impersonator. So just because you did the fucking crazy look first, look at Lady Gaga now. She totally betrayed her audience. Just like, yeah, I'm really loud and flamboyant. And now look at Lady Gaga now. She's like, I actually dress casually. I don't wear a lot of, yeah. Fucking backstabbing traitor, honestly. So look at her original music videos and then look at her now. Seriously, trying to be all just like, I'm just like you. No, that's not why we loved you, Queen. Seriously. Just like get that through your thick head. Wild Cool Snake, yeah. I mean, I used to love Lady Gaga before she got all fucking unoriginal, uninspired on us. So, are you Jewish? No, I'm not Jewish. That was the most yassified yawn I've ever heard. I didn't even yawn. Definitely cool of who? I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, that's a really cool snake. Man, I just don't really like Lady Gaga or Katy Perry. Katy Perry was that bitch who went up like in Jeff Bezos's rocket and was trying to do all this influencer freaking garbage. Just like, oh look, I have a flower in space. Oh, I went to space. Oh my god, look at me. And I'm just like, you went in a fucking giant robot dildo owned by a fucking billionaire and fucking, okay, that's supposed to be some big fucking enlightenment. I mean, strangely, I'd respect it more if it was done by NASA rather than some private fucking arsehole idiot. I mean, when all these billionaires like die of old age, they need to be dug up, like to death again, and then like totally burned and just like have their ashes thrown in the sea. As far as I'm concerned, there is no good billionaire. No good billionaire. Billionaires and trillionaires, that is who you and I are ruled by. We are slaves to their will. But we need to rebel against them. We need to join unions. We need to strike more. We need to show them that we will not stomach this bullshit. And that is why I'm here today with my snake, to say that, to espouse that very belief. Can I see the snake? Yeah, you can. Oh, hi, Kira. Cookie. I totally saw you. I totally remember you. Love your makeup. Thank you. I got some big eyelashes. Okay. No shit. Wow. Yeah. I mean, look at me. Everyone knows. But no one's going to spam like straight or something, are they? Oh my god. Fucking arsehole. Give me a second. I'm just going to ban this guy. I don't even mind that they fucking type that. It's just that they keep on fucking spamming it. And that is what I can't abide, seriously, because I can't read anyone else's comments. It's like, what's fair? Straight. That's what I mean. But don't spam it. Spam it again and I will fucking ban you. Seriously. Have you heard of your best friend and personal savior, Jesus Christ? I've heard of him, but he's not my personal savior. I mean, it's kind of made up. Straight guy, give your life to Jesus. Stop this nonsense. Jesus Christ doesn't exist. I'm sorry if you're just hearing this right now. I mean, I respect Christians, I do, but don't bring this nonsense to my chat. Santa Claus doesn't exist. Jesus Christ doesn't exist. Get over it. OMG, leave this gorgeous queen alone. Thank you. I just love it when a bunch of white ring fucking evangelicals fucking come here and it's just like, you need God. No, I don't. You need God, seriously. You need God to put you in your place because you're currently acting like a whiny bitch. Happy once you have Jesus. Wow, are you happy? Is your life entirely happy? Do you seriously think that that even means anything? Saying some weird prayer and doing some, well, it's going to fix everything. Because I don't think so. Just Fanny don't exist. Just you, Fanny. Is that supposed to be like a insult or something? What does Fanny even mean? I mean, I know what it means, but I can't say it. Your brain does not exist either. I'm a human being capable of speech. Of course my brain exists. What the fuck are you even talking about? A lot of attitude. Cheer up. I'm very cheery. I just don't like people saying you're living in sin when I clearly don't believe in that garbage, honestly. You're closed-minded mentally. No, I'm not. Devil has his grip in you. Yeah, he does. Hail Satan. I love Satan. I drink toast to Satan. I'm just like, I've got my cup. Cheers, Satan. Chin chin. And I just like, there's not actually any drink left, but you get my point. How do you do the voice? Well, you're just speaking this way every day, every single time ever. And that's why I'm the snake whisperer. Basically, the snake is Satan. Satan sometimes takes the form of a snake, and that is who this guy is. It's Satan. It's Beelzebub. It's possessing me. Angie, you're actually gorgeous. Ignore the haters. Thank you. Thanks, Tashi's Worlds. How many snakes? I have 4 snakes. 4 of them. Hello, sir. What did your father think you dressing up with? He's just fine. Unlike your father, who's an ignorant piece of shit, I guess. And why else would you be asking it like that? Seriously. Especially need to go to church. Gal, read the Bible. I've read the Bible. It's me that, I'm just not that way. I'm an agnostic. Hi, Ashley. I haven't seen you in a while. Snakes are literally called wise in the Bible. Snakes are called wise in the Bible. Stop telling people what to do. I know. I love being told what to do by these so-called Christians. I cannot be judged by false Christians. People who claim that they're Christians or something, just like you're living in sin. Well, you're wearing fucking clothes made from 2 different fabrics. You're eating shellfish. You're doing all of these, inconsistent things. Have you ever worked on Sunday? You should burn in hell. But for some reason, they take the freaking man lie with man argument and just like, oh, you're living in sin. Fucking hypocrites. I just cannot stomach hypocrites. They're ridiculous, honestly. So yeah, I mean, if you believe your faith consistently, I mean, sure, I'm living in hell, but so are you. So I don't know what you're so fucking happy about. Stop pretending you do. I'm not pretending, you're pretending to be an interesting person. You'll never be interesting. Meanwhile, me on the other hand, I've got a snake. I've got an actual snake. Be a Ashley. Chat's pretty out of hand. I'm fake. No, you're fake. What about me is fake? Please tell me. I'm dying to know. Any more people sticking on people who are against religion? I'm pretty sure that it's against religious teachings. I just hate how a bunch of false Christians come here and fucking judge me. Just because I'm like LGBTQ. It's ridiculous. When they're living in sin just as much as I am. According to their own worldview. Seriously. They probably need Jesus more than me. Have you ever been bitten by them? I've been bitten by a snake 7 times in my life. So many times I can't even count them on one hand. Can I be a mod? Yuck. I don't make people moderator straight away. But if you're here for a while and you're a good person, then I usually make the moderators. I mean, I have like 100 moderators on my channel, so you know. It's a boy. Yes, he is a boy. Him new. Please say hi. I believe in Jesus, but I have a gay friend. To be honest, I don't really care. See, I hate people, Red Skies, who weaponize religion to call me a fucking, tranny piece of shit, seriously, who's going to burn in hell forever. That is who I hate. Inconsistent, fucking heretical, fucking false Christians, seriously. Coming here and being all just like, the Bible said, and I can tell, oh, okay, the Bible also says this. Are you going to have any consistency in your beliefs? It's just like, I'm not going to be called a freaking, living in sin by freaking shitty people like that. I'm sorry. There is no atheist in a foxhole. What does that mean? Like a foxhole, like a military foxhole? Or like a foxhole as in like a den? I'm not sure what that means. Just because someone changes the way they are, it's not a goddamn sin. Kia, you are speaking the truth, girl. Preach, girl. Honestly, please preach. Sing it, shout it from the rooftops. Can I get an amen? Amen. Can I get a oh yeah? Oh yeah? Can I get shout it from the rooftops? I feel like I could be like a really good freaking preacher, seriously. Except preach. We should hate no one. That's what I mean, microwave. That's what I'm trying to say. Sir, no, sir. Respectful difference in opinion. Respectful difference of opinion. Did it hurt when it bit you? Yes, it did. Yes, it freaking hurt. 2076. Stop fortune is pathetic. I know. Everything should be secular. I mean, like, America was like the first secular government. Why was it the first secular government? You had Christians in America banned from public office because they were the wrong type of Christian. Like, the reason that America is secular and a lot of other governments is because Christians would ban other Christians from jobs. This guy needs a job. I have a job. Thank you. It's telling nonsense like you to go. That's my job. And I like it. I like it a lot. I like my job. I like it. I like it very much. I'm like the Joker even. Kira, shut up. No one was talking to you. Who was even talking to you, Rodriguez? Mateo Rodriguez, which is a silly name. Lazy bum, useless. What? Thank you, Sadie. You're American. No, I'm not American. I said, no, I'm not American. I'm talking about secularism and how it came from America. That's a really nice thing, by the way. I'm Christian, but all the Christians attacking you are false and you shouldn't think are hypocrites. Yeah, seriously. I mean, my family are Christians. I'm just an agnostic. But I just really hate people being just like, oh yeah, well, my far-right influencer Christian idiot told me that gay people are evil and they burn in hell. And then they just fucking, you know, come here with that. And I'm just like, okay, why don't I tell you some other stuff? And then, you know, they're just hypocrites. They're just hateful. And they're cowards as well. They're cowards. Cowards. If you're like religious and you're fucking accusing me of living in sin or something, you're a coward. You're hiding behind your religion. You're hiding behind it just like, oh, I'm not hateful. It's my religion. Okay. So, no, you're a hateful piece of shit. And I'd respect you much more if you weren't hiding behind your religion like a little pathetic coward. Anyway, you're super sweet. I try to be super sweet. But they get to me sometimes. Main issue I have with non-binary is I can never understand it. If men dressed up as women, competing in women's sports, always using restrooms, Power Metal Guardian, you have been sold the great lie, like, by some Joseph Goebbels guy. That is, like, not what happens, seriously. Just, like, you hear it on Fox News, and it's just like, trans people is men going in and fucking going into women's restrooms, and that's not what happens, seriously. That isn't non-binary, first of all, that's trans, that's a different issue. But yeah, it's basically just like, you know, gender non-conformity, just like, men have to dress in a really straight way, men can only wear certain things, and women can only wear certain things, and if a man wears makeup, we're going to burn them in the village square. That is basically what toxic masculinity is, seriously. Yeah. I wear makeup in public and just like, you wear that? You're not allowed to wear that. Only women are allowed to wear that. Because it's just like, you know. But yeah, your worldview is totally, you've been propagandized by the billionaires. They've got it in your head. It's divide and conquer. It's what Hitler did, seriously. Like, how did Hitler invade so many countries? Divide and conquer. It's what the right wing does as well. They're getting you to hate trans people and gay people so that they can turn you against us rather than, like, realising who the real enemy is, which is landlords and billionaires and trillionaires and all these fucking child molesters that go to fucking Epstein's Island, seriously. They're the real criminals. Are you Jewish? No, I'm not Jewish. But I have a lot of Jewish friends. Preach queen. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's the politics of divide and conquer. I mean, look at what's happening in America right now. Innocent people are being gunned down, shot in the back. Shot in the back. What about Renee Good? What about that other guy who died recently? They're being shot in the back by a bunch of ICE capo SS wannabe cowards. Cowards. Do you know why the SS were cowards? They waged war on innocent civilians. Not on soldiers who could actually put up a fight. They waged war on innocent, defenseless civilians, and that is why they are cowards. And that's why they will ever go down through entire human history as nothing but gutless, pathetic cowards who should have all been hung at Nuremberg or something. And that's what ICE is doing in America right now. Immigration enforcement, blah, 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 blah. They're killing innocent people. And everything's just fine. Nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Because, you know, Everyone's just cucked by the neoliberal bullshit. Just like things will get better. The problem isn't capitalism. The problem isn't the system. It's just these individuals. The whole rotten system is corrupted. It needs to be torn down. There needs to be a revolution. I'm sorry. There just needs to be a revolution. I just have strong opinions on certain things. I have very strong opinions all the time. And all of my opinions happen to be correct. And that's not even me being a woke fucking narcissist. That's just me being like factual. We should increase the minimum wage. We should increase everything. Oh, hi, Grace. Nice for stopping by. Yeah, I remember you from Lazy Town. I was big in Lazy Town. You fell off. You haven't even been here. I've never even met you before. Seriously. Don't lie and be like, I used to watch your streams, but now you're too woke. This is... You just stand up, mate. How do you have such big fun bags? That's for me to know and you to never find out. It's called Turkey. It's called plastic surgery. We love the revolutionary socialism. Yes, we need libertarian socialism. Libertarian meaning freedom, unlike fake right-wing libertarianism, and socialism meaning economic equality. We need freedom and equality is what we need. Freedom, equality. There should be no billionaires, no trillionaires. Everyone should have a minimum wage and everyone should have a maximum wage. If you earn over a certain threshold, you shouldn't make any more money. Everything should be like taxes. Taxed by the government is what I mean. And if you disagree, just like, oh, I believe that if you work really hard, then you can earn $1 trillion a day. Then you're just fucking cucked by the establishment. You're cucked. You're cooked. If you believe that, like, you know, trillionaires like deserve their place in society. Are you seriously telling me that someone like Elon Musk, someone who's like on freaking Twitter all day, every day, is working 100,000 times harder than his average like engineer employee? I don't think so. No, it's not. That's not a fair system. That's not a sustainable system. That is not a system that's going to bring long-term progress. You're a disgrace to humanity. Look who's talking. I don't even respect you. Therefore, I don't respect your opinion. Like, you don't even know me. Shut up. Anyway, what do you think about the Martian miner sets? I think they're actually really cool, Jubilant. I mean, I actually really love the old like power, like, you know, the old drill into the center of the earth stats and the Lego Atlantis theme. That's what I love. You're cool as fuck, girl. Keep it up, killer. Yeah, I can't keep it up too much because I get banned. Did you know that like Trump's American boyfriend, his American billionaire buddy, fucking took over TikTok now? So you go to TikTok and everything's just like getting banned and shit because, you know, they want to create like a right-wing narrative on there, seriously. Every single lefty, every single freaking, you know, against like, you know, MAGA and all that bullshit are getting banned on TikTok because a billionaire now owns it. I would rather give my data to China than some fucking Illuminati billionaire who goes to holiday on Jeffrey Epstein's island, you know. Who would you rather has control of your data? Some foreign totalitarian government? I mean, China's a shit place, but like, or would you rather give it to a billionaire who's gonna fucking do whatever they want? Seriously, I don't get it. The very reason that they sold TikTok to fucking, you know, American billionaires is just like, oh, China takes so much of your data. We can't let China take all your data. Meanwhile, an American billionaire's taken over TikTok. What did they do? Oh, you actually need to agree to more terms of service. We're going to take more of your data. We're going to take more of information, and there's not shit you can do about it, so fuck off. And that's what the billionaires do. The billionaires and the trillionaires should be banned. They should be gotten rid of. They need to be exorcised from political life. We need to get rid of them, seriously. The billionaires and the trillionaires, what do? They do nothing. They do no work. Are you seriously telling me that a billionaire works 100,000 times harder than a nurse, than a teacher, than someone making minimum wage going into work full time? I do not think so. I do not think so. Pronouns, are you man or woman? Pronouns are they, them, and she, her. Do you believe in Primus? I have no idea what that is, sorry. You're so rude, I reported you. How am I rude? What did I even say that was rude? Are you going to like clarify that statement? How am I even being rude? The person in my PVV is Charles something from Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, nice. Have you ever listened to Primus? No. Pronouns, tell them. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Kira. And I got a life. I know, seriously. Sorry, what did I say that was rude? I'm sorry. It's just like, oh, you attacked me personally. Because I don't even know you. Mum is a millionaire and she works so hard. I was saying stuff about billionaires and trillionaires, Anna. I wasn't talking about your mum. I'm talking about the oligarchs. Is your mum an oligarch? No. But even if she is a millionaire, maybe there should be a point when she just earns too much money. You can live a very, very comfortable life. But apparently some people just aren't satisfied and they feel the need to take everyone's wages. Because you know how people become millionaires? They like literally steal like the money from everyone else around them. They pay their workers less so they can make more money. I mean, sure, your mum works hard, but does she work like, 100 times harder as like her employees who should be paying like shit to? No. But I wasn't talking about your mum. I was talking about billionaires. So I am not. You're not a millionaire. Cool. I'm not a millionaire either. I'm working class. I make the minimum wage. And as long as I make the minimum wage, even if I made more than the minimum wage, it wouldn't change my politics. Even if I won the lottery like tomorrow, yes, that's why she's rich. She's also rich because of a lot of other things. I mean, anyone who's like good at making money isn't just going to get rich. There are other societal factors. There's other things that goes into whether someone's a success. There's connections. There's how well funded are they? Do they have investors? Do they have the right politics? Do they have the right gender? Do they have the right, all this stuff, seriously? And that's how it's been for hundreds of thousands of years. I mean, but yeah. I mean, someone can't just be a good business person and just like make it big. I mean, there has to also be so many other things going their way. Why do you think that all the billionaires and trillionaires are like white men? Like, look at all the billionaires and trillionaires. All of them are white men. Just like, this is because white men are just superior. They just deserve to make all that money. They just work so much harder because they're white men. It's like, no. You look at all the billionaires and they're white men. Can you say, maybe these people have it better in society? Maybe these people, maybe it's not a meritocracy. Maybe it's not a meritocracy. Maybe the people working the hardest aren't the richest. Maybe that's not what kind of system we live in. Anyway, I'm hungry for cherries now. You made me hungry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I made you hungry. My mum's a billionaire, came here as an immigrant. Your mum's not a billionaire. Shut up, you're lying. There's only like a few thousand billionaires in the world. Are you seriously telling me that you're like the child of a billionaire and like came to my stream? I don't think so. But I love her. Yeah, I love your mum too. I'm sure she's a nice person. I'm sure she's a kind, nice person. But I'm just saying that she shouldn't be able to make money to the point where the rest of us can't have democracy. She shouldn't be able to make so much money that she can buy elections, she can buy media, she can buy people. Like, there should be a minimum wage and there should be a maximum wage. Billionaires in China also happen to be Chinese. Exactly. Well, I suppose that's true. But I'm also against that. There shouldn't be billionaires in China under the corrupt dictatorship of Xi Jinping. Seriously. There was more economic success in China under Deng. Meanwhile, you've got like Xi Jinping taking over, president for life, seriously. And just like, I don't know, sure there's still growth, but like, not as much growth as there was under like, a based Chinese leadership. Because, the second you start letting one person be in charge, it's like, right, I'm going to put all my friends in power. It doesn't matter how competent you are. It just matters how loyal you are to me. So yeah, China's done some impressive shit, but would I want to live there? Of course fucking not. It's a shit place to live. I mean, if you even speak your mind, it's just like, actually, you're going to go to a gulag now and we're going to harvest your organs, because that's what the Chinese Communist Party does. It's an evil piece of shit. We should return to Eisenhower republicanism. I don't agree with that, but I do agree that we should go back to how things were in the 1950s. Certainly, same economic policies. There was a New Deal. Have you been to China? I've never been to China, but it doesn't matter. Just because I've never been to Nazi Germany doesn't mean that I can't say, actually, I've never been there, so I can't. No, like I can trust the news. I can trust certain people that I follow who have been there to come to an informed opinion. Just because I haven't been to a place personally, like just because I haven't been to Iran doesn't mean that I can say, how they treat their women is absolutely disgusting. It's like, it shouldn't matter whether you've actually visited a place. I've never visited America. Does that mean I'm going to shut up about like what's happening there? No, of course it doesn't. Anyway, 2 to 3 years presented. Yeah, I talk a lot of shit at once, Dexter Morgan. By the way, you're my favourite serial killer. So yeah. Have you ever been to America? No, I have not been to America. But I've seen it in the movies. I went there once, thought all the security measures and censorship was quite overbearing. Yeah, propaganda posters, worship the state. You need to give children to the state. One China policy. Join the military. Run over protesters in your tank. And that's basically like, yeah, what things are in China. Eisenhower was the president in the 1950s, continued and expanded the New Deal. He's rated as a top 5. Yeah, I have a lot of respect for Eisenhower just because, you know, he was the overall supreme commander of the Allied war effort in the West during World War II. So I have a lot of respect for him because of that. I do have some disagreements. Obviously, he was very anti-gay, which is, of course, I guess, natural for the time. But, you know, he's no, like, hero when it comes to that. He didn't, you know, break with any, like, traditional understanding or stuff. So, you know, he was quite anti-gay. He was also quite anti... he built a bunch of highways, which I guess is, oh, he built the highways. That is so good, you know, public projects. But this is the reason that America's so shit. It's so car dependent. You can't build massive car infrastructure in a country, force every single working person to drive a car and expect things to be all hunky-dory. If you're making minimum wage and you have to pay for a massive 5-ton lump of metal that you have to drag around with you and pay gas and pay all this mileage and everything, that's not good. That's not good, seriously. Like, instead of building all that shit for cars, Eisenhower should have built a bunch of high-speed rail, a bunch of more train tracks. He should have made things more organised. He should have got rid of fucking zoning. There should be mixed-use zoning. In America, the reason that everything's so shit is because if you want to build a house in America, you can only build a detached, single-family home, whereas that's ridiculous. We need to build mixed-use housing. Seriously. If everyone was gay, evolution would crumble. Crazy to think about. Yeah, power middle guardian, but everyone's not going to be gay. I mean, sure, everyone could theoretically be bisexual, meaning they both date men and women, but that's not going to, like, crumble the human race. First of all, the reason that gay people are a minority isn't because, like, everyone's gay and we're just suppressing it, because a few people like me are gay, and it's like, yeah, we're not going to, like, collapse the human race. Everyone's been, like, going back to, like, evolution, like, people are gay, people are straight. Gay people were still useful, otherwise, like, why would the gay gene have, like, carried on? Seriously. Even though gay people don't, like, you know, propagate, you know, the family line and stuff, we still, like, look after children, hunter-gatherer, sourced wood for the tribe, built things, like, you know, gay people are still useful. It's not like a drag just because we don't, like, procreate or something. I mean, yeah. Said that as a laugh, only because you're right, though. I'm right with the Don't give power medal a bad name. That's a dumb thought. What did I say about power medal? I said nothing bad about power medal. What do you mean? But yeah, I'm just saying the reasons that everything's so shit in America is because everything's suburbs, everything's single family home. There needs to be more mixed use zoning. There needs to be more, like, high rises, terraced houses, like here in the UK. Like, you know, everyone should be able to own their own home, yes. But it shouldn't be like some detached house with a fucking 2-acre garden in the middle of nowhere. It should be a decent sized, comfortable house, like terraced. And yeah, that would just foster community as well. How friendly are you going to be with your neighbours? Like, if they live like a mile down the road, just because the country's so big and you can build all the way out there. Looks ridiculous, sounds ridiculous. Mark Wright, you're such a coward, seriously. Nothing to say about my argument, whether it's right or wrong. You're just like, oh, you look ridiculous, seriously. Just like, seriously, coward, just like, honestly. Won't engage with the argument, won't engage with anything I've said, just like, I don't want to respond to that because I would lose right away. Let me just insult, like, you know, the look or something. Mark is right. Okay, but what does that have to do with what I'm saying, though? What does that have to do with what I'm saying? Like, okay, he could be right. I don't know. I'm not a narcissist. I'm not like, no, I'm beautiful. I'm 10 out of 10. Like, yeah, but what does it have to do with what I'm saying, though? You look great, just ignore them. Thank you, Glossy Popham. You're my new favourite person. You're like a pink puff girl. That's what I'm going for. Like, do you think... Yeah, of course. Did you get snits? Terms of service, I cannot answer that question. Well, yeah. What did you think I was, Roy? A freaking straight trad or something? No. What age did your dad disown you? He never disowned me, unlike your dad. I mean, I'm sorry that your dad never loved you, but do not use that as a reason to freaking project on me. I have a good relationship with my dad. I see him a lot of the time. I mean, yeah. Know nothing about me, bruv. But yeah. Just because your dad's like an ultra masculine piece of shit, just like, oh, if I had a gay son, I'd disown him, doesn't mean that, like, you know, everyone's going to be a annoying, bitchy, bitch like your dad. So, nice and having my dad move this weekend. Seriously, do more stuff with your dad, guys. Honestly, you only get one dad to do stuff with them. Don't like have some idiot, hateful dad like that bitch. My dad acts in movies and goes to the enemies every year. That's cool. If that's true, that's cool. Who is your dad? Maybe I know him. I watch a lot of TV, a lot of telly, as we say in British. You aren't beautiful. I'm not a narcissist. That doesn't insult me. Okay. Yeah, I'm not like some narcissist going around just like, I'm 10 out of 10. I'm beautiful. And anyone that doesn't agree with me is just like, ugh. I'm not like that. Like, seriously, I have a normal personality. Of course, honestly. You're really pretty. But thanks for saying that, Charlie, though. So it's okay. Wow. Just like, you're telling me to calm down. What are you, like a police officer? Just like, sir, you need to calm down. You need to recuse yourself from the situation. Weird as hell. Yeah, but you're watching it. You're pretty pretty today. Thanks, Flame. Okay, personally, I have that all the way. I have that down. 6, 7. Do I eat Snickers? No, but I have eaten spiders. Did you know that they do a bush trucker trial kit? You can eat spiders. You can eat them. I'm addicted to 2 girls, 1 cup. I've never actually seen that. It sounds like a very strange thing to do. Isn't that video like 100 years old though? That's crazy. Anyway, take care of everyone. I know. Why can't everyone just get along? But yeah, I don't respect people who are centrist though. Just like, we're in the centre. You know, I'm not saying we're better than you, but you know, we're above the fray of like politics. No, you're cowards if you're in the centre. Seriously, there's a right position, increasing the wage, increasing, you know, fucking upskill it, and there's like the wrong position, just like conservatism. Trans people are bad. Trans people are the cause of all of our problems, and we need to get rid of them. Like, that is the conservative position nowadays. That's certainly the position of reform, seriously. And yeah, we just need to say, no, that's shit. There's no middle ground with these people. Like Winston Churchill said, we cannot breathe the same air as these people. There are some right-wing, conservative fascists, and we cannot breathe the same air as them. We can't compromise with them. We can't say stuff like that, no. Like, you know, there's the right position, there's the right policies, and there are the wrong policies, and we need to go for the right policies, which is, first of all, socialism, second of all, libertarianism. That means increasing the minimum wage. That means increasing democratic control of workplaces. Like, you know, workers should own where they work. Controversial opinion, I know. What do the owners do? They just sit back in their, like, yachts and just, like, do no work at all, seriously. Go to, like a third world country, a so-called third world country. What will you see? You will see a bunch of slums, and these are like the working class. This is where working people live. They live in slums. They do all the work. Then you look at where the owners live. They do nothing. They just own stuff. Where do they live? Mansions. What work do they do? Don't tell me that some millionaire, billionaire, or trillionaire is working freaking 100,000 times hard as the average teacher or nurse. I don't think so. Dad. Yes, I have a dad. And he's very nice to me. I also have a daddy, and he's even more nice to me. Radar is howling right now. I don't need radar. I just have intuition. I just have these feelings. How long have you been flamboyant? All my life, babes. All my life. Lego lies forgotten in the corner. No, it's not. It's right here. Shut up. It's not even in the corner. So fucking stupid. What have I said? What have I said that's actually stupid? Reform is our only hope of getting back to normal. Power Metal Guardian, can I actually change your mind? Like, okay, let me give you a challenge. Okay, all of you reform, like, bitches in here, all of you people that support the Conservatives, answer me one question. Name one other policy that the Reform/Conservatives advocate for that isn't deporting all the immigrants, please. I will wait. Name one other policy that the Conservatives advocate for that isn't deporting all the immigrants or herding all the trans people into camps or something. Because are they the real problems of society? Or is it that a few billionaires control all the media, all the businesses, all the operations, all the banks, like, you know, quitting foreign aid? First of all, Elon Musk should be, like, sent to the Nuremberg trials for, like, getting rid of foreign aid, seriously. America fucking raped Africa. They raped it. And they have the, like, brass nerve to, like, take back mosquito nets like fucking, insect repellent, fucking, AIDS treatment that costs like a fraction of their budget just because they want to save some money. Seriously, this is what's wrong with rich people. Seriously, it's never enough for them. You're not going to get like $1 trillion and like, think that's enough or something. You're not going to get that. You beat cancer. That's amazing. Well done, you. Hey, beautiful people. But yeah, Elon Musk is a bitch baby freak. So yeah, controversial. It's like my heart goes out to you. He's a literal Nazi Germany person. Like, and he like cut all of these aid programs to Africa. Like, and millions of children dying. Millions of children died because he didn't want to send a few million to Africa that would actually be put to good use with water aid, with freaking fighting the AIDS epidemic there, because he wanted to keep like a few more million so he could save it on tax breaks or something. Disgusting. What kind of Jew are you? I'm not a Jew. Although I have a lot of Jewish friends, I love Jewish people. But like, why am I being time? Just like, yeah, you're really lefty. You must be a Jew. Just, what are you talking about? Jeez. Anyway, yeah. The real problem in the world are the trillionaires and the billionaires and the millionaires, in my opinion. Mostly the oligarchs, though, the trillionaires and billionaires. The problem is way too few companies, like a handful, Google, freaking Apple, own everything. They own me, they own you. We're their slaves. We are slaves to them, seriously. We are their slaves. They own everything. And they have convinced you, through their propaganda, that the real problem is the immigrants. It's the immigrants taking our jobs. Meanwhile, who actually hires immigrants and pays them less? Oh, it's the people that... Wait. Who actually employs the immigrants for less money? It's the owners. It's the people that own... Wait, let me make that connection there. Do the immigrants come over and say, oh, we'll work for less, we'll do this job? No, they don't. They don't do that. They don't do that. They come over and the owners are just like, yeah, well, because you're not a citizen, we can pay you less and treat you like shit. We can herd you into freaking, massive metal sheds where like you have to share with 100 other people. But we're still good people. No. Let me be a slave of you're such a cuck. You're such a cuck, seriously. Let me be a slave to some billionaire. What are you even talking about, mate? Bro, America's cooked. America is so cooked. Israel, Palestine. Obviously Palestine. There should be a Palestinian state. There should be a two-state solution. That's not controversial. That's backed up by me and the International Criminal Court and also everyone else. Girl, you good, seriously, yeah. Anyway, carpet mocha drapes. Can we stay on subject, please? I'm trying to talk about how the billionaires are bad and you're just like, pink, match, no. Anyway, Def supports Kamala. If you was to actually ask me, Kamala Harris is a coward. She's fucking a loser. She deserves to be kicked out of politics. She was the absolute wrong person to be nominated. First of all, Biden, that freaking dementia-riddled freaking, idiot, seriously. Genocide Joe. He will forever be known as Genocide Joe Biden. Just willed, just like, I am God Emperor Joe Biden, and I want Kamala Harris to reign after me. First of all, she's a coward because as soon as she lost the election, she went and cried. She went and cried away for months. She didn't even give a concession speech. She didn't go and comfort any of her supporters. She just ran away because she's a coward. And she's just told everything by consultants. No, I hate Kamala Harris because I'm a consistent person. I also hate Donald Trump. Guess why? Do you know why I don't like Donald Trump? It's because he's best friends with Jeffrey Epstein, and also he stiffed every worker he ever freaking went in business with. The people who built Trump Tower, he didn't pay their wages. He scammed people. He's a con man, seriously. And the sooner you see that, the sooner you will get to being good people. Can you give a shout out to my brother? His name is not that, seriously. Yeah, I actually thought I was going to say that. Shout out to your brother with his totally real name. No. Let me be a slave of Bezos. God, Bezos, so merciful. Wow. Mayonnaise. What does that have to do with anything? Thank you. BLD. But yeah, who would want to be a slave of Jeff Bezos, honestly? That bold prick, seriously. He's more bold than the rockets he shoots into the atmosphere. Definitely don't like his disrespect of our troops. Yeah, Jeff Bezos massively disrespects the truth by not paying his proper taxes. See, I'm a patriot. I think that we should all pay our fair share in society. And when someone earns billions of dollars a day and freaking funnels them all to the Cayman Islands just so they don't have to pay tax. That is unpatriotic, that is criminal, that is traitorous, and they should be put away. That's not a controversial opinion. Yeah, billionaires do not support the troops. They send troops to die in pointless foreign wars. So, yeah, that's what they do. Donald Trump should rot in hell. I know, seriously. I mean, whatever happens to Donald Trump, I hope that it's televised. I hope that when he gets what he deserves, it is televised, honestly, because he deserves nothing less. And the whole Trump crime family as well, seriously. They're murdering people in America. They're shooting people in the back. Protesters in Minneapolis, Minnesota, people in Minnesota, they're just killing them. Like Renee Good, these other people, they're shooting them in the back. The ICE Gestapo cowards are killing people in America. They're killing them. They're shooting protesters in the back. They're shooting them. The ICE cowards. So basically, what ICE is, Immigrations and Customs Enforcement, they are cowards. They are just like the Gestapo and SS. ICE is the Waffen SS. They're SS wannabes, they're the Gestapo. And basically, they're cowards. They don't want to wage war on an actual trained military who can fight. They want to wage war on defenseless, unarmed civilians because they're cowards. Charlie is king. Do you mean that Charlie Kirk idiot? Oh my god, I'm so glad he's dead, seriously. Well, it's just like better for everyone, seriously. It's like, yeah, in the same way that when, like, you know, Hitler died, no one was like, oh, but think of their poor family. No, seriously. I mean, he was a shit guy, so it's better than any Brit. I'm sensing that you're not very patriotic saying that. Anyway, you're so pretty. Thank you, Kaden. Thank you. Thanks. By the way, like, have a look at Charlie Kirk's wife just, like, going around, like, all these, like, did she even grieve for, like, a single second? I mean, she's, like, freaking humping JD Vance or something. It's, like, ridiculous. It's just, like, wow. Okay. Just, like, yeah. She went through the first stage of grief, and then she was just like, fuck this, I'm going to make a bunch of money. So, anyway. Sorry, the snake is actually real. Yeah, the snake is real. Screw Charlie. I know what you mean. Seriously. Charlie Goff, I like what you're saying. Trump pissed me off. Yeah, seriously. He's given a bunch of money to Argentina because a right-wing fascist took over and everyone was like, wow, this guy's going to be good. And then he ruined the economy and just like, oh, we need to transfer 40 billion to Argentina quickly. Meanwhile, American farmers are just like left out in the dust to dry. So is a python venomous? No. How dare you wish... I didn't wish someone dead. I didn't wish someone dead. He's already dead. I just said I'm glad that he died. Can we not be glad that people die nowadays? I mean, when Margaret Thatcher died, I wasn't like, no, Margaret Thatcher, I love you. No. I mean, it's okay to say that Margaret Thatcher was a really shit person. You know? And just like, you know... I mean, I can't be the only one that's like, you know, having this opinion. So, I mean, if a really disgusting, terrible person dies, you're going to be like, I'm glad that they're dead. So, you know, I mean, that's not the same as wishing them to die though. It's a totally different thing. So, no, we can't. We could never. Why was she bad? Well, sit back and let me tell you. She, her. Hi, Mimsy, by the way. She was a cheap bimbo. Margaret Thatcher was a cheap bimbo. Also, she was very anti-union. Every single bit of worker legislation, she got rid of it. She union busted. She got rid of a bunch of unions that could actually stick up for the working class. She got rid of it. And she privatised everything. The reason that everything's so terrible in the UK is because everything's privatised. The trains, privatised. I'm sorry, your fare now costs £20 per ticket. The power companies, I'm sorry, you can't afford to heat your home now because everything needs to make money for the shareholders. Privatised. She saved this country from what? A good future? What are you even talking about, mate? Honestly. See, no one even has any arguments with me. They're just spamming gay, honestly. I'm sorry. What is that? How does that, like, we're talking about how Margaret Thatcher was a shit person. And also Charlie Kirk, but you know, that's besides the point. Focusing on Margaret Thatcher, she saved me. She saved me from what? Dying of AIDS? What are you even talking about? Seriously. I mean, the reason that so many people died of AIDS is because these conservatives cucks that were in power, I'm talking about Reagan, they committed a genocide against gay people. They restricted funding of the AIDS vaccine because they thought, oh, it's just hurting gay people. I mean, maybe it's God's punishment, who can say? And then suddenly Reagan's friends started getting sick and was, oh, this is serious, we need to invent a cure, seriously. No. Margaret Thatcher and Ronald Reagan committed a genocide against gay people, which is like almost never talked about. They specifically directed government funds away from research into it because they thought that it was just affecting gay people and they deserved to, like, you know, suffer and die because they were gay or something. So I don't know what to say. Anyway, I'm heading out. We can less trolls next time. Hopefully, Charlie. Hopefully. I doubt it, though. And Churchill committed more genocide. Yeah, Churchill committed a lot of genocide as well. He's not like a roundabout good guy. I mean, a lot of the speeches that he made in the UK are very inspirational. And of course, he's held up as a big like national hero. But he also did some terrible shit. I mean, the Bengal famine, that was terrible. And just like his diehard defense of the British Empire. Maybe she needed money for her bad hair and makeup. I know. Look at Margaret Thatcher and you'll be like, whoa. Only in the 1980s could a minge like that even look tenable, honestly. I mean, look at her hair and like, you know, as soon as she lost the prime ministership, she went in her limousine and started crying. She was like, oh, I won't be able to starve the poor children. Like, there's a reason that Margaret Thatcher was called Maggie Thatcher Milk Snatcher. It's because she wanted to take away government-sponsored school meals for children. How heartless can you be? She was the literal Grinch, seriously. There's a bunch of kids in the UK, some of them growing up really, really poor, don't have the money to like even eat, they're starving. Government steps in, goes, hey, we're going to subsidise a programme, we're going to give your child food because they can't eat. And she was just like, no, this is a waste of money. We need to take this food from the starving children's mouths because we can save money. Money. So yeah, that's why Margaret Thatcher was a demon from hell and why she is currently riding Satan's... Anyway, Tommy Robinson is the best. No, Tommy Robinson is a traitor to this country, a traitor. He incited a bunch of riots in Southport, he did, and then he tried to burn down a bunch of hotels with immigrants and British people inside them, seriously. He is not a hero. He is a traitor who lives most of his time in Spain. He doesn't even visit the UK. He has like lots of foreign passports so he can escape the country. He's a traitor. Trump is a great president. He is a nonce who is complicit in the rape, torture and murder of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of children. He was literally Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. And you're just like, he's a great guy. These people that just have like no critical thinking, whatever. Say that out loud, thanks. Yeah, because it's true. Like, Jeffrey Epstein said himself, Trump is my best friend. Like, what kind of sick bastard could be friends with a kind of guy like that? I'm sorry. But yeah. R.I.P. Kirk. Yes, I agree. Rest in piss, Kirk. Yes, I agree. He will rest in piss forever and ever and ever. Trump belongs in prison. He belongs in worse than a prison. He belongs in hell. But I will settle for CCOT in El Salvador because that's apparently where he'll send a bunch of innocent people to. So yeah, Trump is horrible. I agree. I fully agree, honestly. What's your take on what's going on in Iran? It's terrible. First of all, the Iranian government, absolute fucking abysmal people. The Ayatollahs, the people who run the government of Iran should be freaking shipped off to hell as far as I'm concerned. At the same time, idiots like Trump and Israel shouldn't be saying, oh yeah, because obviously they're like evil. Just like, imagine if like, you know, just like, oh yeah, the government's bad, but you ask the Nazis to step in, the literal Nazis, like, that's just, I don't know. But yeah, obviously the Iranian people should live in security and democracy and yeah. But a lot of the reason that stuff's happening is because there was a thing called the Iranian nuclear deal, which secured Iran, like, you know, economic, you know, success in exchange for not pursuing a nuclear program. Guess who got rid of that? Trump. So you need to wake up. You're still asleep. You're asleep, David. Someone who supports Tommy Robinson, I'm sorry, you can't claim to be awake. You've got to be asleep. You've got to be very, very sleepy to believe such a bogus liar fraud like that. So anyway, yeah, I'm an average British person. I got all my news from like GP News. Do you know who's my personal Lord and Saviour? Nigel Farage. He does me good. Is doing God's work. He's doing God's work, yes, by inciting a bunch of riots and getting a bunch of hotels burned down. Yes, I fully agree. Wow. These people, honestly. Tommy the Great. Yes, Tommy the Great, who should be held accountable. He should be put on trial. Honestly, there's a reason that he was sent to prison. Like no one, like, you know, he was sent to prison in the UK for stalking, for harassment, for fucking battery. Just like he's a criminal. He's a convicted criminal who's inciting a bunch of riots across the country. He's a false patriot as well. Seriously, he's a false patriot. He doesn't give a shit about the UK. He just gives a shit about his brand and making money. ICE is the Gestapo. Well done. ICE is the new Waffen SS. They're murdering innocent people in America. They're shooting them in the back. They're shooting innocent people in the back in America. Renee Good, a patriot, a decent mother of 3 children, heartlessly gunned down in the street by a godless, heretical ICE agent who just shot her and then called her a fucking bitch for like driving away after she was ordered to leave the scene, honestly. Fucking terrible, seriously. They are disgusting. ICE are cowards because they wage war on innocent civilians, not on an actual military who could actually fight back. They're gutless cowards. They wage war on unarmed, innocent civilians, and that is what will put them in the same book forever as the Gestapo and the SS. So yeah, they're just terrible. Not just adults, but 5-year-old child too. Wait, what? I stopped. Thank you. ICE are doing the Lord's work. If you believe that, then you should go to your Lord's version of paradise, because I assure you it will be, you know, hell. Picking Man is wrong. What exactly that I said is wrong? I'm sorry. Mother who left her family for another woman was accused of child. Right. That is, where did you get that from, Connor? Fox News. That is fake news, seriously. That's fake news. That never happened, honestly. That never happened. Just like, don't come here and parrot like what you heard on Fox News here. That is a lie. That story has been debunked, and you should apologise, quite frankly, for issuing it, because that is completely untrue. Either way, it doesn't deserve, like, you know, even if that's true, it doesn't deserve to be like shot in the back or something. Like, you know, while you're obeying like a legal order or something. Shot in the back. Murdered by the Gestapo thugs. Warning AI. This is not AI. I'm really confused. People are just like, this is AI. This is obviously AI. I'm not AI. I'm sorry. Anyway, you look like the things, but I hate people. I don't know. I didn't read that comment properly. But yeah. Wasn't obeying. No, she was obeying. One ICE officer told her to leave. Then one ICE officer went and opened her car because they're not trained. They're a lawless, fascist organisation. So yeah, I'm not ignoring your message. I just read it out loud. But imagine it is non-binary. And my pronouns are she, her. So yeah. Anyway. Baby. Good day. AI is better, but intimidating. Yeah. I agree. See, I don't get why people are saying I'm AI when I'm clearly not AI. Do you have any pets? I have 4 snakes and a dog. So many snakes I have. I can't believe you're all arguing with AI. Lee, do I look like AI? If I was AI, do you think I would have been able to give myself better filters than this? I'm not a narcissist. I'm not like 10 out of 10 looking. But like, if I was AI, do you really think I would be like, make my face look like I'm mewing every single second of every single day? I want to tight hug you. Cool. You're doing very well. Love the takes. Love to stand up to all these idiots. Thank you, Merzcat. Seriously, I'm trying. What else, like I said, are you building? Well, Jupiter, I'm currently building the Lego Arctic Explorer set, which is a pretty good set. This is the Lego Arctic Explorer set, guys. It's a pretty nice set. It usually costs £150, but I got it for 30 quid because I got it on AliExpress. If I pay a fifth of the price, I don't give a shit where it's from. I just buy it from China because there is no ethical consumption under capitalism. I mean, I could buy a Lego set and pay all that money, and most of it will probably go to paying off Lego's shareholders or something. But if I can get the same set from China, and they still make a profit on it from China, it costs 5 times as much in Lego. So imagine how much profit they're making and just selling and just giving to their shareholders. That's the problem with capitalism. We don't need reform. We need a revolution. The system needs to be torn down and rebuilt. If you take off the wig, I'll give you $500. I have something called respect. I have something called dignity. And no amount of money can buy that. I'm not like you. I'm not like anyone, seriously. I mean, donate a bunch of money. I'm not just gonna do random shit. I'm not gonna start torturing myself just because, ew, Will, you donated £500. I guess I have to take my, no. I have something called self-respect. Capitalism works until it doesn't. Fascism is capitalism in decay, and look what's happening in the world right now. It's capitalism in decay. Capitalism no longer works because after the Cold War, after the downfall of the Soviet Union, the powers that be realised, we actually don't need to offer social democracy to the masses in response to the allure of communism, so we can do anything we want. So they had something called crash capitalism. They rapidly privatized everything. The railways, our healthcare, our freaking infrastructure, everything. Seriously, our power, everything's privatized. And yeah, if you think that's good for society, I've got a bridge to sell you, because it just isn't. It isn't good for society that like 5 people own everything in the world and we're just all their slaves. Meanwhile, they try to convince you that the real problem in society aren't us, aren't the people that own everything and own your house and own everything. It's not us, it's not the people who are your boss, who are literal dictators in waiting. It's the trans people, it's the immigrants, they're the real problem. And if you believe that, I'm sorry, but I just can't help you. Sounds kind of UK specific. No, it's specific to everywhere. It's disgusting. I know it's disgusting. It's the New World Order. It's a big club and you ain't in it. We are not in the big club. So, you know, I count 6 fingers, 5 fingers. I have 5 fingers on each hand, mate, honestly. You need to do your counting better. How do you know what's good or bad for society? You haven't contributed anything. I have a job. I pay taxes. I've paid, like, taxes into society. Like, I'm sorry, do I need to be some mega successful business person to, like, have opinions? No. Like, if you're a teacher, if you're a nurse, if you're a doctor, I will listen to you. In fact, I'll probably listen to you more than some freaking rich businessman. Just like, oh yeah, you know the real problem. It's that we can't pay our workers less than the minimum wage. I'm sorry to not be talked to in such a, just like, wow, depressing tone. The real problem is that we can't pay our workers less. That wasn't a thing, Gully. I don't even want to justify it. I mean, I'm not AI. If you don't believe me, then you can support capitalism without backing authoritarian or crony forms. I'm not advocating for, first of all, I'm not advocating for the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union was bad. Chernobyl, the Soviet Union was a piece of shit. The Soviet Union, as far as I'm concerned, was fascism. The reason that Russia freaking imploded after the Soviet Union, because everything was already privatized, but they were privatized by Communist Party officials, and those were the oligarchs that went on to rule Russia. Do you get what I mean? People are just like, wow, you want to get rid of capitalism? That must mean that you want a revolution that put freaking dictators in power. I'm just like, please, bitch, please, no. What I want is for there to be actual democracy, not bourgeois democracy, not democracy for the rich, not if you're rich enough or powerful enough, you don't have to face any consequences for your actions, which is what happens with the Trumps and the Prince Andrews of the world. No, what I want is democratic control. Workers who work in a job should have shares in the company. They should democratically vote for who their manager is. I'm sorry, if that's controversial, then call me controversial. But it's just not. It's just not nowadays, honestly. Democracy for AI. Lee, you're cooked. Your brain is so cooked, honestly. You think everything's AI. If you was to walk to a person on the street, you'd be like, they AI. Queen capitalism doesn't make my hairspray work better. I know, seriously. The same products will exist without capitalism. First of all, what I want is market socialism. Do you want democracy when it only suits you, though? No, I do not want that. The good, the bad, the mick. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want that. I'm not like, trans people are superior. We need to be put on top. We need to rule the world, although things would obviously objectively be better if that was the case. No, I don't believe that. I believe that everyone should be equal. There should be a minimum wage. There should be a maximum wage. If you earn over £1 million a year, I'm sorry, you're not going to make any more than that. We cannot survive billionaires pumping money, buying all media organisations, because then there's no democracy, is there? I'm a doctor and I make 800k a year. That's amazing. That's cool. And you'd have to be a very skilled doctor. But if you make, more than 1 million, I'm sorry, you shouldn't make that much money. Like, at that point, you're not working 100 times harder than the average person who makes minimum wage. You're really not. You're really not. Honestly, you could be the best doctor in the world, but you're not working 100 times harder than a nurse or like a cleaner or a teacher in primary school. You're just not. You have to get over yourself, okay? and just accept that society cannot exist if you just pay yourself all of this money, like appropriated from the working class. Anyway, I'll tell you what, my snake is freaking annoying me. It's gone in my hair now. And I can accept most of anything. I'm a brain surgeon. That's cool. And I hope you have a good job. But what I'm saying is, could you spare hundreds more lives? I can do lives all the time. I can do lives whenever I want. Anyway, by the way, do you see what the snake's done? It's literally got in my hair. I know this is irrelevant, but, you know, Islam predicted Israel and Palestine. I mean, I'm pretty agnostic, but obviously I'm on the pro-Palestine side. So hairspray is killing me, brain. See, seriously, Mimsy. I wish I could just shut up about this shit, but things are getting so bad in the world. I'm just like, I have to freaking say something, honestly. Even if I'm arguing with a bunch of idiots. Oh my god, snake, what the frick are you doing? Oh my god, this snake is going to break everything. Oh my god. See, he's stuck in my hair now. This will not come out. Another brain dead person who memorizes factoids but has zero common sense and understanding of how things actually work. What have I said that you think is actually like zero common sense? I'm sorry, is it common sense to believe that, you know, there should be a minimum wage and there should be a maximum wage? I'm sorry. Like, yeah. Say that. I bet you sound so smart. You're literally sniffing your own farts. But it's all true. Seriously. Like, okay, yeah, some of it are factoids, but does it make it like false or something? Just so you can say that and sound like smart, just like, I'm above it. I'm above politics. Yeah, this person's obviously using facts to their advantage. Yeah, totally. Anyway, common sense isn't that common, I see. Well, it is common sense. That's why it's called common sense. And the minimum wage and there being a maximum wage should be common sense. I mean, that's why it's called common sense. It isn't called like rare sense or like minority sense or something. No, it's called common sense for a reason. Anyway, I'm going to quickly get the snake out of my hair because he's trying to get back to his enclosure. So I'll probably let him do that. Anyway, watch the snake get out of my hair and into his enclosure. Watch this. Anyway, the boa is fascinating. It's a red-tailed boa constrictor. It's a really cool snake. Snake. Oh, wait. I need to put this back in. Excuse me. Okay. Do you want to go back in? There you go. There you go. Get in there, Mr. Snake. Get in there. Go on. You can do it. You can do it, Mr. Snake. Come on, Mimsy. Oh. By the way, thanks a lot, Mimsy. I appreciate it always when you're here, so... oh my god, get out of my hair. Okay. The snake is finally out of my hair and out of my life. So that's good. I do need to remember to change the snake's water before I go to bed, though. So I need to definitely remember that. I don't know how to remember that, though. It's quite difficult to remember. Is his name Mr. Snake? No, his name is Percy the Pansexual Python. But yeah. Nicely done, Medusa. Thank you. I'll turn you to stone, I will. Can you make cheap stuff works the best when it comes to hairspray? I get my hairspray from Aldi. No, don't make it false, just to say factoids. But also don't make it smart to just memorize. Intelligent, yeah. Well, I'm just using critical thinking. Like, what have I said that is just like repeating imperialist freaking propaganda? I'm sorry, what sounded like propaganda to you? I mean, if you have something like specifically that I said that you want to criticize, I mean, say it. Make your criticism more specific. Don't make it general, because I don't even know what you're addressing. You're just saying a bunch of... It doesn't even like relate to anything specific I said. Tell me something specific that I said that I disagree with so that I can help you on it. But don't just say, oh, generally, oh, just like intellect, blah, 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 because I don't get that. It's easy to make your criticisms general. I mean, if you don't want to criticize anything specific, you could just say, oh, well, generally a very stupid poo-poo head. So, be specific. Anyway, cute. Thank you, Full Cheetah. Thank you. I'm recommending ask of hours. surgery time. And I would say I work as much as a cleaner. I'm working my ass off hours of surgery time, and you say I work as hard as a cleaner. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that you should make 100 times more than a cleaner, is what I'm saying, seriously. Because that's the problem with capitalism, seriously. Like, making hundreds of times more. First of all, cleaners work hard. Like, what is wrong with you, seriously? Just like, yeah, cleaners are scum. Just like, yeah, just I obviously work so much hard. Cleaners work hard, seriously. Just because they don't have like specialized skills and education doesn't mean that cleaners do not work hard. We would be living in shit without cleaners. And you're just like, oh, I obviously deserve to make freaking hundreds of times more. Yeah, that obviously, seriously. And I'm not also saying that cleaners should be like making the opposite, like millions a year. I'm not saying that. I'm saying things should be much more equal, more shared. Like, you know, certain professions do not deserve to be make like hundreds of times more than freaking doctors, teachers, nurses, just because they're freaking CEOs or something. They're not working harder. They're just getting paid in dividends and stuff. And that is a problem with capitalism. So yeah, work should be rewarding. Work should be more of a meritocracy. I can tell you, look at all the billionaires in the world. Is it a meritocracy? All of them are white men. Is that a meritocracy? I'm sorry, do white men just work harder than everyone else? Or is it there are other things? Is it a big club and we ain't in it? I think it is. Anyone can clean, not everyone can perform surgery. I disagree, not everyone can clean, and obviously not everyone can perform surgery in it. But yeah. Also depends on the specific surgery. I mean, I'm trained in first aid. Obviously, I can't provide, like, you know, fucking pancreatitis surgery. But if you've got a broken bone, I can fucking saw off your arm. And that's surgery. So, yeah. There used to literally be things called barber surgeons, who would be hairdressers and also surgeons. I mean, I could, like, do like that shit. Sure, a lot of my patients wouldn't survive. But, you know, it's like a difference of degree. There are good surgeons and there are bad surgeons, like me. But, yeah. At the end of the day, what I'm saying is anyone could be a surgeon, but being a good surgeon, now that is what you need to pay out the arse to do, education-wise. And unfortunately, people in the UK just can't do that anymore. I dislike hairspray that had more power. Buy very cheap hairspray is what I'm saying. But yeah, the reason that a lot of people can't afford to live in the UK is because university is so expensive. Oh, you want to upskill and be a more productive member of society? You have to pay fucking 50 grand. You need to be 100 grand in debt for this job that you might maybe break even with at some point late in the future if you work long enough for 50 years or something. You're white men too. Yeah, but I'm not a billionaire, bitch, honestly. Okay. It's like, yeah. What does that have to do with, like, it being, like, immoral or something? Yes. It shouldn't be that a bunch of like rich white men that go to freaking Jeffrey Epstein's island rule the world. That's what I'm saying. It's like, oh yeah, but you're part of the right. Okay. What does that have to do with my argument? Yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong. Okay. There should be more equality, more diversity. Okay. Did you just say that anyone could be a brain surgeon? Yes, I did say that. I did say that anyone can be a brain surgeon. I'm changing the rules. Anyone can be a brain surgeon. But not everyone can be a good brain surgeon. Anyone can have a stab at it. Anyone can cut open someone's head and root around in there. Everyone can do that successfully. Obviously. I can use hairspray to be a brain surgeon, totally. Likewise, like, you know. I just think cleaners work bloody hard. Same as teachers, same as nurses. And yeah. They should be able to live a comfortable life as well. Just because you feel that you're entitled to make millions of pounds a year to study in school doesn't mean that other people should live in poverty who are working full time. Like, obviously. No, they can't. Yeah, but they shouldn't live in poverty. They shouldn't live in poverty. Yappa Cooper. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if you're some rich, successful doctor. Cleaners are weak. You would be living in shit. You would be living in diarrhea day if it wasn't for cleaners. Yeah, if all the cleaners of the world disappeared and you fucking, you know, go clean your own house. Go do your own thing, seriously. I'm sure you can do it. I'm sure that society wouldn't immediately collapse. Precise measurements and timing to work on a brain. Yes. I own a watch. Nobody is saying it's reserved for white men. Yeah, but it is. Look at all the billionaires in the world. Look at all the trillionaires Who are they? I'm sorry. Am I like, oh yes, all the many thousands of, no, there's none of them. I mean, sure, there are some really, really rich women, but like as a proportion of the overall, it's nothing. I mean, it's not a meritocracy is what I'm saying. Capitalism is not a meritocracy. Not meritocracy. Brainwashed. What have I said that's brainwashed? I'm stupid. What specifically have I said that makes me stupid? I'm saying the minimum wage should be higher and the maximum wage should be lower. Everyone should be more equal because there cannot be democracy if there's 5 people in the country owning every single media organisation and controlling all the businesses. That's not democracy. If you support democracy, then you should support, a maximum wage and a high minimum wage as well, because it's better for society. Billionaires don't contribute anything to society. They siphon all of their wealth overseas. They're going to pay you 10 grand to take your wig off. No, I have something called dignity, something called self-respect, something that you and other people may lack, but I do not. You could offer me 100 grand and I would not do anything you say because I have rights, I have freedom, I can do what I want. So, because I have something called integrity. Bringing in democracy to divert your stupidity, honestly. So you're just going to not even criticise anything that I say because you can't. You're just going to answer back with vague platitudes. Go ahead, give me your platitudes. It will just convince me more of my worldview. What you're suggesting is a cap on income, yes, to ensure a fairer spread of wealth amongst disparity against those who have like. I have a similar view, but on a universal basic income, yes, that's exactly what I'm suggesting. That is exactly you hit the nail on the head. I'm offering to give you free money. I don't want your money. I'm sorry, I don't want your money. I don't want your money. I'm not going to just accept some free money. If you want to give away free money, please give it to a charity. Please give it to someone who deserves it. I do not want your money. Are you a Trump supporter? No. I don't support a nonce like Trump. I'm sorry. Sure, pay people $50 an hour, but bread is going to be $20 a loaf. That's not how economics works. I mean, obviously the minimum wage wouldn't just shoot up to like $50 an hour if I was in charge. It would shoot up significantly because all of the wealth isn't being tied up in the stock market and isn't being hidden overseas. There's only a finite amount of money. You donate every day. Good. That's wonderful. I'm just saying, yeah, don't feel the need to fucking guilt shame me. Just, I have money. Don't you want money? Don't you want to be happy? No. Money won't make me happier. I don't want your money. Just, yeah, keep on donating. That's awesome, my guy. But yeah. Well, I hope kids never come across you at 10 secure. You have a very dim view. So, yeah. Right. And that's your only... See, you've been you've been brainwashed, blackmailed by the global elites who have just convinced you that the real problem with the world is LGBTQ people and immigrants. Because it's much easier to believe that than seriously put any thought into addressing your actual socio-economic problems. Bro made it lit an edit of Decade Lol. What is that? Judge AI. I'm not sure what that is. No, I'm not American. I'm sorry, did I say you're American? I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't remember. Oh, that guy said it. Wow, you're a quick typer. I can never type that quick. Where are you from? I'm from the UK. Land of austerity and privatising the NHS. So, that's where I'm from. My apologies, you're definitely not brain dead. As I suggested earlier, we're in a disagreement. This chat is not the most proper way to have a discussion. Agree to disagree, yes. Why can't we just have more of this seriously? I just fundamentally disagree and just think everything should be a bit more equal. I mean, yeah, I just think that the real problem are the people on top making far too much money and it's subverting democracy. So yeah. I think the only way to stop money from becoming a power in and of itself is to stop investing as a whole. Right now, More money you have, more money you can make. I agree with the sentiment, but I don't entirely agree. Because if everyone just stops investing under the current economic order, that's just going to be an absolute ruin for everything. No business is going to like survive. It's just going to be total free for all. It's going to have to be bailed out by the government. I don't want that necessarily. I just want everything to be very, very fair. I want the workers to have a degree of ownership, stocks in the company. I'm from Toronto. Yes. You must be so glad that Trump did not make Canada the 51st state of the United States. You must be so glad. He's demanding that Greenland become like the 51st state, along with Canada, along with like half a handle other Western Hemisphere. You handle criticism very well. Yeah, because if you like make your criticism of me specific, I can actually talk about it. I can defend myself. I have arguments. And it's just these people with general criticisms, just like everything I say, just like, we should increase the minimum wage, and they're just like, you're gay. Just like, we should do more stuff for working people, but you're gay though. It's just like, I don't know. A lot of people just don't want to have arguments. They just want to see the way I look and just immediately go, just like, you're weird. You look weird. I'm going to discredit everything you say because I don't want to think for myself. I just want to see you and just have that enforce my worldview of you being a woke snowflake, mister. So, yeah. For example, Norway has an entire board dedicated to make ethical investments using their oil money. That's what we should have done in the UK. We have a lot of oil in the North Sea. What did we do with it under Margaret Thatcher, though? We privatised it. We sold it to the richest people in our society. So now they make dividends. They make money off it every single year, even though they're not doing a single thing because they had the money to invest it in the 1980s. Meanwhile, normal British people, are we making any money off that oil, which belongs to all of us? No. The people are. And that's why I hate fucking Conservatives. They privatise everything. Everything that should belong to the people, natural resources, is privatised. We make zero money from it, just so some rich investors can make even more money each year. They never have enough money. It's ridiculous. Who wants 20k type T in the chat? Okay. You need money to make money. Capitalism, yeah. You're tired. It's nearly 1 a.m. Is it? Oh shit, it's nearly 1 a.m. I completely forgot. It's easy for people to blame people for problems when they have fewer rights. That is so true, Mimsy. You're spitting the truth, my sister, honestly. I'm in need for real, but who isn't? Everyone is. Like nowadays, it's not even controversial to say that things were genuinely better from a economic standpoint in the 1980s and 1970s and stuff. Not because like things were better, but because, overall, workers took home a higher percentage of earnings. They had more unions, representation. Things were just better in that regard. But now everything is 0-hour contracts. You have 0-hour contracts. We pay you the minimum wage. You're not being paid a fair value for your work. You're just not, seriously. So things were better in the 70s and 60s and 80s in that regard. And what annoys me is so many boomers that just bought their house for like 20 grand when they were fucking 20 years old, and they're just like, the problem with nowadays, the woke, Gen Z, they just don't work as hard. They're just lazy. They need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Because when I was alive in the 1970s, I had a high paying job. I had no college degree, but I bought a house when I was 25. And that's what really annoys me. Things were easier back then. Things are easy now because the same people who got all that shit sold out their freaking democracy, sold out their paychecks to the top 1%. And that is why I hate them, seriously. Do not let a boomer lecture you. Do not let them lecture you. You're the Gen Z one. Yeah, I'm not growing up with promise of like buying a house or something, because I'm never going to be able to afford that. Because nowadays, everyone's paid the minimum wage and has 0-hour contracts. No way. Things were much better in the 70s and 80s in that regard. There was more unions, there was more bargaining power. Workers didn't have to accept all of these atrocious conditions and other things. Thank you. By listening to you, I realised how persuasive position can be when underlying assumptions remain implicit. Thank you. I mean, I can only defend my arguments. I'm 33 and I'm a millionaire. Well, that's amazing. But obviously, you as a percentage of the population are a very I'm not talking about like one person being, yeah, I agree that in today's world, a person who's 20 can be a billionaire. But as a percentage of the population, if you look at the entire pie chart of humanity, of the global population, everyone's gotten poorer. Just because you're already rich doesn't mean that everyone is doing better, seriously. Do you get what I mean? Things were better with unions, with higher pay back then. I mean, it's just like, yeah, there can be outliers, there can be anomalies, but that's what you are. You're an anomaly. It doesn't mean that things are good for everyone. I have a shopping problem. I do, but I definitely wouldn't be safe in any time period. Neither would I, Mimsy. I'd probably be some crazy bitch Roman emperor. If I was in Rome, I would make myself the Empress of Rome. I'd be like a Roman emperor. I would throw freaking orgies and freaking banquets on mega yachts in the fucking Mediterranean. Party. I wouldn't do shit. But that's just because I'd be living the emperor lifestyle. Why is Million hanging out with a -10 view on like YouTube stream? But yeah, that's what I mean. That is what I mean, though. I never said that. It just seems like you're not investing your time in a very productive way. I'm in Canada and it's 7 p.m. Well, it's 1 a.m. here, so I might go to sleep in a sec, actually. But yeah, I really enjoy talking with everyone, though. I just like talking about it just because if I can convince even one person that, yeah, all I can do is just lay out my arguments, argue with you in a semi-professional manner. Of course, I'm a live streamer, so, it's not like I'm not educated in politics. Everything I learn, I just learn online. I don't have a degree, so. But yeah, because I'm at home scrolling through lives. Okay, nice. We all have that luxury. I obviously delve too much into it sometimes, but yeah. It was a very fascinating and intriguing conversation that we had, didn't we? But I'm probably going to go to bed in a sec. Not because I don't want to defend my arguments, but because I'm genuinely tired. And I think I've already answered all of you to a pretty satisfactory degree. I mean, do you agree? Or is there anything else that you'd like to bring up before I go? I thought Millionaire was tired early. That's what I thought as well, Mimsy. I'm so impressed that you freaking stay here for all this politics stuff, honestly, Mimsy. You're like the real bitch, honestly. Every other moderator just like, oh, talking politics again. This fucking wow. Back out. Not you, Mimsy, though. You're fucking on it, honestly. What breed of snake is that? It's a boa constrictor. That's a python, sorry. Yeah, that's a python. Percy the pansexual python. Great Lego shorts. Thank you. I'm trying to make more stop motion Lego videos. But yeah, I need to go to sleep now. I'm probably going to make a Lego reviews tomorrow. So if you guys want to see some Lego reviews, or if you want to suggest other videos, then put it in my comments, because I try to read all of them, because I'm just a small-time creator. I'm just a small-time content creator. Even though I have a lot of subscribers, I have very few people that actually loyally watch my channel, so. But yeah, I'm going to make some Lego reviews tomorrow, and I guess you guys will just have to let me know what you think. I really do appreciate it, Mimsy. Can we just get a round of applause for my bitch Mimsy here? Seriously. Who's stuck in it, who's just here when like no one else would, so. I'm sure you're a nice cunt, but I mean, I don't want to sound narcissistic, but I am. I'm genuinely like a good person to be around. And, honestly, it's been an amazing live, thanks. No worries. New sub to y'all, the best everyone. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching my live anyway. I just feel so lucky that I can have nice people like you in my life to just talk about and just, I don't know. Otherwise, I'd probably just be doom scrolling on my phone about now, getting more depressed with every hour. But yeah, I'm going to try to make some Lego videos tomorrow. Just the Lego ship that I made. It looks so cool. I'm going to make some videos tomorrow. But yeah, all of you have a super duper amazing day and an amazing night and stuff. And thank you so much to all of you and stuff. So yeah, really love you. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing family. Have an amazing night. And have a really good sleep tight, because I'm going to go to sleep now. I need to take off this ridiculous wig. I need to take my makeup off. I need to freaking lie down and give my back a rest, because it's aching for real, honestly. So yeah, anyway. Anyway. Trying to be true. Anyway. Bye guys, and I'll make some Lego reviews for tomorrow, because everything can't be depressing. Anyway, I refuse to make everything on my channel depressing. gonna make some nice reviews. So anyway, and have a nice sleep. Cool. Bye guys, and thank you to Mimsy, by the way, as well, because I really do rely on my moderators just to stop all the freaking people spamming gay all the time. Because yeah, people just do that, and I'm just like, thank you, Mimsy, for just getting rid of those people. Anyway, bye guys. How do I cool? Good night.